In a world of gloom and despair, monsters lurk in the shadows. Held back by a few souls, brave or desperate, they stave off what darkness they can. For coin, of course. What will happen to our adventurers this episode? Let's find out.
Hello. So last time you were investigating the village of Tobruk. You've been undertaking this contract to find out what has been attacking people in the village. You're being paid by Sir Prokop Stelik, the lord of the manor here. And last session you determined that you believed it was an Ekimara, or perhaps multiple Ekimara, a type of lesser vampire that was perpetrating these attacks. And you have used the blood of a sheep to try and lure these creatures out away from the village to fight them. And when you did that, only one Ekimara appeared, and you engaged in a quite a harrowing fight. Um, you did not use any moon dust on it, and it continued to regenerate throughout the fight. And so it became quite a drawn out fight. And I think Elen, you in particular, were quite badly wounded after this fight, having spent most of your spells badly bloodied. And you have finally killed the creature, taken its head as a trophy, and retreated back to the castle here to rest and bandage your wounds. While this was happening, though, you heard sounds in the distance. And Nep, you have gone to investigate the Two Bridges Inn, where you heard these sounds coming from, and found the innkeeper and his wife had been slaughtered in their beds. Blood was everywhere, but you managed to follow the trail outside the building, down the wall, climbing down, and then you saw that it came around and came back over the palisade wall at the front of the inn. And at this point, you have evacuated with the help of the guards everyone, all the travelers and servants from the inn, send them back to the town, and you have just gone to reunite with Elend and discuss your next move. So we won't tarry too long. We'll just continue on as you are. I think you've just taken a short rest, so one night's
Short
sleep.
rest, yeah.
Short rest. So I guess it has just come up to mid morning. You've woken up. Your wounds are bandaged. You're feeling better, but still sort of tired. And what are you doing now?
For sure, Ellen is definitely feeling quite exhausted, and his internal energy, which he uses to power his kind of spells slash knowledge, is all but gone. Yeah. So as we wake up, oh, Nep, how you feeling?
I think I might feel better than you, Profan. How's that, Scar?
Yeah.
You looking okay there?
And I kind of do a little bit of movement to kind of test it out. You probably see a little bit of seeping of red through the bandages, but nothing major. No, I can definitely still move. I managed to stop the worst of it. But yeah, no, I certainly won't be much more of a use if we're to continue today, which I think we should. But I certainly won't have the usual contributions to the combat that we've trained with.
It doesn't sound like it'll be that different.
I just looks you blinking. Well, with that vote of confidence and how nothing's going to change, let's see how you do, Nep, against two of those creatures.
Well, I feel pretty ready to take them on. I don't know why. They barely scratched me. Kind of a little bit scratched.
Yeah. Well.
But I'm sure if it wasn't for the bond, brother, I would have been in a lot more trouble.
Yeah. Let's just put it down to that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, well, we won't have the bond this time. Other than our usual skills in combat. Yes. I'm all but spent, except with my physical abilities. So yeah, it'll be shield and mace, and
Mm.
see what we can do.
Well, I think it's worth. You know, we could just burn down the inn.
It was 100% a thought of mine. I
Right?
feel that should be, and that's an option. Maybe not
Yes.
the first option.
What do you mean? No, it's like the best option.
I
Give
don't know,
me
if
a
we
better
get a moon
option.
dust off, we just straight up kill them. No dancing around. We won't get ambushed this time. We'll be the one ambushing.
I kind of would. I mean, how often do you get the opportunity to burn down an inn?
Yeah, but I don't know if we're going to get the other half of the payment if we burn down his inn.
Did you put it in the contract that we weren't allowed to accidentally burn down an inn?
No, but I feel like that's kind of implied.
I think that monster.
I'm not
just
saying we
spread.
don't do
I
it.
saw it breathe fire. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
But no, you are right. As ever, probably shouldn't burn down the inn.
I was quite preoccupied when you threw the moon dust eventually on the creature. How far did it spread? A couple feet either side, or was it just was hit by him? Wait, it just hit him.
I mean, it did just hit him, but there wasn't anyone
Okay.
else there.
True.
But like maybe if they were like holding hands,
Gotcha.
maybe. But they'd have to be like right next to each other.
Yeah. But yeah, no. As I recall, sunlight will stop their regeneration at best anyway, and burn them.
I mean, there was a
so
way
if
to
we
force them out of the inn. As he
Mm.
paces around, sort of
Or-
like rubbing his chin.
An option would be if we find out where their nest is, we can pull up some of the thatch roofing and just let the sunlight go in that way.
Oh, I mean, the
A
less
thatch roof is far
exciting
easier to replace, for sure.
way of doing it.
But much easier to replace, and then the structure of the building will be intact too. Assuming their nest is, as you said before, in the inn.
Oh, I could totally be wrong, and we should probably find out. But the only way to find out is by going there. So
Yeah. Well, definitely kit up. We'll get some breakfast and then see what we can find there. And if we can find them and we can get them out in sunlight, that does the job of a moon bomb for sure.
is there anything you need else to prepare? I can bring the torches and the tinderbox.
Just a whole week of rest.
Well, we cordon off the inn.
Peasants will die. They're idiots. And these are monsters that won't be able to track it. They'll take out a guard that's keeping it cordoned off.
You do make a good point. Okay. Alright, I'm down. I'm sold. Sold on the fight.
Right, let's get some breakfast in us.
He gets up
And then try and investigate.
He's like, me. Let's go. Breakfast first. 2 monster slaying after.
You can head out of your chambers, and in one of the main halls of this castle, you can get some food from the kitchens. Sort of ale and bread, cheese, and thick pottage are provided for you. And you can sort of hear sort of low-level sort of murmuring, whispering. People definitely sort of saw you, Alend, come in late in the night last night, covered in blood, drenched in blood, carrying this creature's head. And there's sort of like a lot of sort of nervous, wary looks as you break your fast.
Good morning.
Well, at least we've drummed up some attention with what our exploits can do. I feel like they'll be much more susceptible to our presence here and what we're doing, considering the damage these creatures can do.
I'm there, like, kicking back, tearing into my meal, being a bit of a slob. Yeah. You make a good point. At least they know we're useful now. Not just all talk.
Ellen is
You,
definitely eating with
you
more
see-
refined manners.
Yeah, you definitely sort of like you see some of the guards sort of like nervously talking amongst themselves and sort of like shooting glances over at you, Nep. Some of the guards who had helped you evacuate the inn last night.
I'll, like, wave over to them. Were the people okay that we got out of the inn?
One of them will like come over and nod and say, I got them all safely to the sign of the Barrow Tavern, and they're holed up there, and put a watch on the northern bridge in case any of those creatures you told us of come down from that way. Are you going to go up there and kill them, drive them out of the inn?
Sure up. Straight after this food, I think.
No,
Good luck. And they will withdraw to their table and leave you two alone at the bench to eat your breakfast.
Those guys didn't even run away yesterday. Pretty brave guard they have here.
I was going to say, actually, that is impressive for a guard.
They're a lucky bunch.
Indeed. Easy life, but when the shit hits the fan, they do get it in the neck.
Like some others.
Come now, they were children. Oh, you mean myself?
Yeah, I do.
I think you definitely see Ellen like it.
Yeah, I do.
Very witty, brother.
Thank you. Proud of myself for that one.
Mm-hmm. And with that, like, Ellen pushes himself off the table, like he's finished his dinner, and I'll sink the rest of the ale, and then go to get ready. And you see Ellen walking around, like, kind of stretching his muscles and, like, kind of, getting ready.
As you are standing to leave the hall and go get ready, a door at the far end behind the high table opens, and you see Sir Prokop Stelik and his retinue sort of enter. He sort of sweeps the room with an imperious gaze, sort of sees you, his eyes narrow sighted, and he comes striding down the hall towards the two of you. And he sort of approaches you. He's got like a cloak trimmed with ermine thrown back over one shoulder, and he says, "Ah, the monster hunters. I have heard that you have killed one of the beasts, but several more, you say, still infest my inn to the north of here. You have left them there all night unattended after they murdered people in their sleep?"
Exactly. We've left them there to regroup, and we'll be going there to deal with it now.
You're welcome to
See.
come and watch if you'd like.
You see, he sort of
Might
he's
be
sort of like
dangerous.
immediate irritation sort of damps slightly, and he sort of says, I see. I did not mean to be brisk, but I am alarmed that these creatures were living within one of our very dwellings. I thought these would be some sort of beast from the wilderness, not creatures hiding within our own houses. He sort of like slightly wary looks up at his own like hall and at the doors.
Yeah, the Ekimara actually, they really love barns. They love like the inside of like a what's the term? Inn. Sorry. As he drifts off
He's
into
just
the
waking up.
distance. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always a bit of a surprise. But hey, anyways, we didn't want to leave him, but we took some injuries. It's a dangerous job. We had to rest. But yeah, won't be a problem. 2 more heads coming right up, I reckon, at least after this.
Very well. If you believe you are still up to this task, I look forward to hearing your results, but I do not wish those creatures to dwell within my people's buildings any longer. Clear them out and bring me their heads, then you will have the reward that you so dearly wish. And he will turn and leave.
One clearing out. coming right up. After you, brother. This way.
Yeah. Let's go. Scratching one of the scars that's kind of steadily peeling the red flesh.
As we're like walking out and over, and we've left the place, we'll be like, I'm shocked that guy came back. I thought he was out until we were done.
Dude, you gotta respect their just lack of any knowledge or anything. You know, they just come back into insulting us about our work, and as soon as you mention, why don't you join us? No, they carry away.
Yeah, well, I actually just kind of wanted him to get to see how incredible of a fighter I was, but I mean, his loss.
Oh, yeah.
And you get to see someone like this once in a lifetime.
Oh, in our profession, yeah.
Yeah, it could be a very short lifetime.
It could be indeed.
But no, they just don't understand. They weren't brought up with it, I don't think. But I'm starting to realize that these people, they're sheltered, they're coddled. They don't know the dangers.
But yeah, it's not their fault. No, but they could then just have a little bit better manners for those who do know. You know?
That's true. Now let's go burning in.
Option. We'll call that Plan C.
I didn't know that it started with C. Oh well.
This is why you would never find. That's fair.
I always thought it started with A.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just head back in, get some chainmail on, get my shield, get my slightly bloodied hammer because I definitely didn't clean it in the night. Not hammer, mace. Yeah.
Okay.
You bring in your javelins.
I will get it out. Should I? Like, I don't know, bother.
I mean, if we're on the roof and we're going to chuck down on them.
Do you want the javelins, brother?
I can take some javelins.
Well, I didn't mean to do that. Interesting. I haven't really.
Oh!
It's gonna fucking take this. I interestingly, I had 5, but it's given me 1, and I've realized now that if I actually had 5, there's no way I'll carry it. So I'm gonna give you my 1 javelin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do with it as you wish. Cool. And then past that, I don't actually. I leave my trident in the room again. I don't carry it.
Okay.
I've just got the shield on my back and then my chainmail on, ready to go.
Absolutely. Once you are sort of equipped and kitted, you can head back out of the castle gate into the main square of the village.
And so you're sure you can't do the bond again, eh?
No, I'm fully spent.
It's pretty useful though. Well,
Yeah.
whoa. If you can't do the bond again, I feel like we might need some of that. What was that stuff Staff made us learn to make? It was like
Swallow.
Yeah, it was definitely that one. What one was that again? What did that one do?
Sorry, there's one that brought us back from the brink of death. But we also could really do with some potion of slashing resistance.
I mean, that's the one I meant. Yeah, that's definitely
Foxglug and Nettle Spurge. Let's see if they have any. If they do, then we can maybe quickly create some. If not, well, Oh, it's down here, isn't it? Foxglove. They don't have any nettle spurge. They can't make any of those potions.
What if we got distracted on the way?
Would that be something easy to find? Some nettle spurge?
I don't.
It depends how it
Depends
goes for
on-
you. I don't think it's
Okay.
it's infeasible. You'd have to make nature roll for it. It would probably take a couple of hours usually to sort of go and look and forage for things, see if you find anything.
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth
a look.
the look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could. You know what? We could, if we look around this northern forest area,
Hmm.
can also like sell it off as, checking the area, repairing.
For sure.
Because I have realised that I
Well,
did say that we were about to go do it.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
fine.
want them to think that I'm making it up as I go.
Not at all. We'll head down and buy some foxglove quickly
From the herbalist, absolutely.
from the herbalist, and then
Yeah,
head
we-
up, and I think we'll do some searching for.
Pick it up now while
Yeah.
while they've got it. You never know who's going to come along and buy up the foxglove stock.
Yeah.
Do you need any money, brother? You alright?
No, we're good.
You gonna get two? There's two of us. Get two, yeah.
I got 5 bushel, 5 small amounts.
Who else are you
We'll
giving
have,
it for?
we just always need spare, and when we can get it, we might as well get it.
Always thinking ahead.
It's, honestly, let's have a look at this area, see if we can find any nettle spurge.
Can you give me a nature check, please?
Who of us is a good naturer?
Probably slightly better than me.
I've got a +3.
It's probably you.
Will you support me in my herb gathering?
I will, and before you do, I will burn what little innate powers that Elend has to guide you.
No.
Nice.
In our search. So I'll help you, and I will guide you.
Fantastic.
Ooh,
19, 22.
22.
Fantastic. So with a 22, you find 2 nettle spurge, 3 hemlock, 1 glovewort, and 2 horehound.
Did you
I'll-
take that?
I will do that. So what was that? That was 2 nettle spurge.
2 nettle spurge, 3 hemlock, 1 glovewort, and 2 horehound.
2 warhound,
2 horehound, yes.
1 glovewort, and it was
3 hemlock.
3 hemlock. That was the last one.
So you quite quickly sort of identify in amongst the sort of the fields and scattered trees here the nettle spurge you're looking for, and there's also a handful of other useful herbs if you wish to take them as well.
Eric, we're
That
probably
we
picking them.
do.
Yeah. I reckon this is enough nettle spurge for the two of us.
Oh, sure. Alchemist supplies. Do I not have alchemist supplies? Curses.
Sorry, what's the issue?
No, I just need to put alchemist supplies in my bag so that I can make
From
it.
the general storage.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. You got some tools in that storage, yeah.
Cool. Right. So I think I'm getting there.
Wow, yeah. Who are you gonna make these up? There's no way these creatures are coming out in the light if they are in that inn. So I think we're pretty safe to do whatever we want while
Yeah. Even if it takes us a couple of hours.
hmm.
You gather these herbs and then take your time. I guess would you go back to the castle for this, or you can like set up a little sort of like temporary camp in the woods somewhere and get out your alchemy equipment there? Do you think?
Yeah, I think we'll do it. Not back.
I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can avoid it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So sorry, just remind me of the potions you're making.
Potion
Two
of
potions,
slashing resistance. Yeah, 2 potions of slashing resistance.
and anything
Um,
else?
No, because I don't think
Have you got moon
they would
bombs?
have anything else. We got 1 moon bomb. I don't think we can make any more moon bombs.
You did say, Mango, that it was a 5-foot radius. Does that mean
5
that
foot
we
radius.
could hit 2 things if they were next to each other? Or...
Yeah, so I mean, I use that because there are spells in D&D that describe themselves as having a 5 foot radius, which I guess means like a 2x2 square, right? 5 foot radius is
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
think.
I see. Yeah.
a 10 foot diameter, so it's a 2x2 square. So it's small, but if things are next to each other, you can hit 2.
No, you could theoretically even hit like
Yeah,
potentially
you
4.
could theoretically hit 3 or 4. You could indeed.
I mean, if they're
Um,
stacked on top of each other, 8.
True.
it's
They're
possible, or
raccoons
one
in a
large
trench coat.
Yeah.
eight Ekimara in a trench coat.
Yeah.
That's a bad time. That's a bad time for anyone.
That's a
8
bad
Ekimara in a
time.
trench coat. Okay, so having gathered these plants and made 2 potions of slash resistance, that's going to take you a total of 4 hours. First the searching, and then an hour each for the potions. So it will be the middle afternoon, about 2 p.m. The sun's starting to sink slightly by the time you finish brewing those 2 potions.
All right,
Well.
let's pick up where you left off from last night.
Yeah. We'll head back out, not letting the sun drop too much over.
Okay. As you head up to the inn and approach it, you see, as you start to approach it, that there is a figure on a horse here, sort of like on horseback, looking at the inn, sort of looking around. As you approach, you can see that their horse is quite richly attired, as sort of like a coat, and it's got the coat of arms of Sherstelik on it. The figure atop is, you can see, is blonde-haired and is in quite sort of like a rich silk cloak and tunic.
Greetings, my lord. Be careful. The inn's closed at the moment.
As you approach, you see, as the figure turns in their saddle, you see a young man, probably like 16 to 18, probably, yeah, in like 16, 17, sort of look down at you. He's quite young looking. He's not wearing any armor. He has like a long knife at his belt, and he sort of looks and says, "Ah, the monster hunters. Father told me all about you. He said you were going to kill some vampires. I believe he said that you invited him to come along, but he refused. Boring old man, I would say, in some respects. But me, I'm interested to see you at work. In fact, I think I should offer you my assistance. I'm trained in all the arts of battle, I'll have you know, since I was a boy." And he swings down off his horse from the saddle, sort of stands and looks over at you two and says, "Where do we begin?"
Well, while I appreciate your gusto and your willingness to help here, I think this might be a bit above your pay grade.
I don't know if there's much above this. This guy makes a lot of money.
True. Your
These
capabilities.
estates and the surrounding lands are my father's. My capabilities
Wow.
have been honed since I was a young lad. Now that I'm a man, I'm ready to face anything that endangers my people and prove myself a worthy heir to my father's castle.
I mean, I
I
respect that. I
appreciate
respect
that
that.
you are weathered, and he sort of looks you up and down, tested in battle. But at the end of the day, a common man's experience is nothing compared to the well-honed skill of one trained in a castle yard. If you will excuse me, I'm sure that I can only aid you with my knowledge and skills.
Are
My
you ready
father's
to
assured me
die?
that you are. He sort of
If you
like
die
looks.
today, will you be okay with it?
He sort of falters slightly. And can you roll a charisma check, please?
Oh boy, can
Flat.
I?
Oh boy, can it?
Wait, can I, Wes? Oh, it's not a thing. Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's actually
Not bad. He sort of wavers, and he looks at you, and his face sort of falls, and his shoulders slump slightly. He says, "Die? Uh, there are three of us, and how many of these beasts? I thought father
think
said you've already killed one of them.
two. As two
Two?
people,
I guess
we
three?
killed
Surely
one.
dying need not come into the equation. We will slaughter the beasts and take their heads back."
Hey, now, I don't think I'm gonna die. I'm pretty good, right? But when you fight these things, you have to accept that you could die very easily. No matter how good you think you are.
Well, but I am father's only son. It would be
It would.
irresponsible.
Why
You're
don't
the only son.
Good.
But if you
Indeed,
fought these beasts, the villagers, who would they have to look after them in years to come? If the worst happened here.
Yes, yes, indeed.
see,
Perhaps for
what? Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
perhaps for the safety of my people, it would be better if I allowed you to handle this first, and only if you require my assistance will I join you. I would not wish to risk my father's legacy when common mercenary such as yourself seems aptly suitable to the job.
I put my hand on his shoulder, and it's a incredibly brave thing that you've come to this today, and it's a braver thing that you've picked your people over glory.
He will step back, just take your hand off, sort of brush his shoulder slightly, look down, it's a little bit off put by, and he says, "Yes, very brave. I am rather brave. It's true. Father always said I was very brave, but I will ensure here that if you require any assistance, I can summon the guard or perhaps help you in some other way. I will remain ready to inform my father of your victory or downfall." And he'll sort of mount his horse again and sort of move it back from the entrance of the gate a little bit, as he sort of looks down at you and says, Gods be with you and good luck. Well, not that I'm sure you need it, skilled as you are. I will await here for your return and word of your success."
Thank you, your lordship. Ride safe.
Sort of regains
He's just gonna ride up.
and will sort of move his horse down the path a bit and sort of wait over here at a safe distance.
Oops, well, now I feel awkward saying ride safe.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. You never have a way with the words, do you?
I'm sorry, did you see that interaction?
To be fair, I did. And honestly, I was more shocked by that than the fact that Ekamara almost killed me.
Yeah, well, I'll lean over. I just didn't want him getting in the way.
No. And we would definitely not get paid if he died.
Oh. Oh god, yeah, that would have sucked as well. That would have sucked. So,
Yeah,
with him watching, do you think he's going to judge us if we set the inn on fire, though?
Again, that is Plan C. That I gotta reiterate that's not the main goal.
Never let me have any. You can hear it.
Right.
Guys
No.
couldn't have let us do that. Oh. That wasn't how we were meant to
No,
interact with
obviously he would.
the people in the real world. Mm.
As you start doing that, I like crouch down and try and find tracks. Even though this is kind of your forte, I'm just doing it just to stop that winding up.
Absolutely. Give me a survival check, please.
So yes, strength, that's strength, that. Oh, strength, yes, that's why you stay with the books.
Damn it. I was
Oh,
really hoping I would just. I'm not letting you know that I'm looking. I'm just kind of like looking, seeing you start
Yeah.
looking. I'm like, can I spot something?
I would say Nep, you don't see anything new, Nep, but you did
Mhm.
see the claw marks here last night, and so you will see the same ones you saw before. But nothing new. But Alen, you do not see anything. You don't notice any of this.
I think you want to look just here, Alan. You know,
Mm.
some
No,
claw marks
obviously
just-
that. Yes, obviously that's where they were going. I was just trying to check exactly where they came from. You know how many. And then and it kind of steps up, straightens up, and then kind of just walks over to where they say the claw marks are. Let's. I'm gonna go around the perimeter and try and look inside the buildings, like inside the rooms.
Yeah, there's not many windows on the outside, so there's no windows into this. These are like two large sort of warehouses for
Mm.
merchants' goods and carts. These are stables. There are no windows in from the outside. On the actual tavern side, there are small windows that are shuttered from the inside on the lower floor, and then windows on the top floor. And I think you can still see one of the windows, unless you bolted the shutters. Yep, I don't think you did. There's like
No.
one with shutters open on the top floor.
And like they came out here and they went down here, and then are these them like around here?
Indeed, yeah. So the claw marks you saw go up this wooden palisade, uh, and then disappear at the top.
I'll go in through the front gate.
You step into the front gate. Ahead of you is the yard. To your left is a set of stone stairs that lead down to the cellar. On your right is the warehouses. There's still a few carts left here unattended. Everyone has been evacuated.
Do you say the cellar is on the other side of the palisade where the creatures climbed over?
It is indeed.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
It's a potential creature den that might screw with the whole roof plan.
It really does.
I think we have to set it on fire.
No. All right, get your torch.
Yes, it's happening.
No, we're going down the cellar. God damn it!
He's like excited. The trying to pull out a torch. Bollocks! I did say I would bring the torches. I have my tinderbox.
No, you can definitely have had the torch because, like, I'm carrying stuff over my capacity because I'm still got my backpack, even though I'm not carrying my backpack.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fair, but I don't have any torches.
Oh no,
If
we
we
had
have,
torches.
do we have group torches that I could have brought?
Yes.
Looks like it. Yeah. Everything in the group storage you could have taken with you from the castle. Yeah, your bedrolls and rations and stuff.
We have two torches in there.
2 torches. Yeah.
Yeah. Give torches.
Someone feel that change in the air.
That'll do. I will pull out a torch. Oh my god. Can I attach it to myself? How this works?
As Nep is lighting a torch, sort of like striking tinderbox, try and get it to light. What are you doing, Elend? Are you heading down, or are you just waiting for Nep?
I'm waiting, but I'm examining the area.
Yeah.
Like, do I see any blood, any claw marks? I listen out. Can I hear
Yeah.
anything?
You can give me an investigation check if you'd like to examine the area. The steps are made of stone. There are no claw marks on the stone or wood, so the trail goes cold. You don't see any blood here, but it's possible that it has either been washed off or moved, sort of like worn away, but you don't see any obvious
Yeah.
signs of anything here. There is a heavy no, sorry. There is a door at the bottom of the steps that you can see, but you can't see if it is locked or bolted or anything from where you're standing up here. You'd have to go down and have a look at that.
Yeah, fair enough. Brother, should I carry the torch? So then you have your hands free for fighting.
Yeah. That sounds way more fun than carrying the torch. I pass over the torch that I've just diligently set up in my life.
I know.
Options.
I know.
I think it's probably just wise to summon my trident to my hand now.
Yeah. No, we don't know they're in here, but it's high likelihood they are. If not, we'll be around this place in an hour, and I will drink my slashing resistance potion.
Oh, we're going in.
We're going in.
What if they're not even here, though? What if they just tricked you?
That's a risk I'm willing to take. I'd rather have it now than get it knocked out my hands as my throat is slashed for the third time.
That does sound like something that would happen to you. That's fair. Well, I'll drink too. I fight the urge to whack it out of your hands.
Yeah. Also, side note, reduce the DC required for medicine checks to staunch bleeding. That's actually kind of clutch.
Yes, yeah.
Staunch.
So the potion of slashing resistance also make it easier to stop bleeding from bad slashing wounds. Okay.
Those
You
alchemists
heading
knew what they
down?
were doing when they came up with this one.
They were great alchemists, yeah.
Do you want me to go first? Probably best, eh?
Yeah, I'll hold the torch above your head.
Okay.
Oh,
So
head
that
down the stairs and
First.
into. Oh, I will probably actually kind of like. I guess once we're in, I might cast light on my shield.
You need to throw whatever light radiuses you require on your characters in a new scene. But you can absolutely do that. You head down the steps towards the door at the end. You cast a light. Nice.
I totally forgot I had that spell myself. Obviously, without saying it, Elland also does it on his shield.
Okay, so you both got 40-foot dim light, 20-foot bright light. Cool. Okay. You approach the door at the bottom of the steps, Neb. Sort of your body's blocking the sunlight coming in from the stairs behind you. Wow, it is bright in here with two shields. Your shields glow, bouncing off the stone walls, sort of bright, lighting up all the nooks and crannies with a stark, sort of flat light.
Sorry. Around with the light.
That's okay.
Cool. I've loaded in now. 1 second. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I forgot it take you a second to load in.
Yep. I'll have the torch to chuck as like a flare.
Got you.
Very good.
And I've got the moon bomb like kind of quite easy to access in my belt.
Absolutely.
Well,
Okay, your
oh,
shield's lit, your torch is lit. Cool. You head down.
I think so.
At the bottom of these steps, Nep, as you come up against it in the light of your shield, there is a very sort of old, worn-looking wooden door. It's not like a properly fitted door; it's just like boards nailed together. It's clearly at one point sort of been like tied shut with like a bit of rope that's like frayed away and is worn, and it's now just sort of like leaned to, but not actually locked or shut.
I'll turn around. It's looking promising. And I will.
Mhm.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'll inch the door open bit by bit.
It creaks open, and the light from your shield spills out, sort of wavering across a roughly stone-tiled floor, throwing shadows off of stacked barrels and old furniture piled up here. Um, Cobwebs hang from the ceiling with thick coatings of dust.
I will step through the door and like swing my shield around, lighting the light, checking the room.
The shadows draw back and you sort of see starkly outlined old barrels, bits of broken furniture, a thick layer of dust here and there sort of coating everything. You can see a narrow vaulted arch leads through into a second chamber in the cellar.
I sweep my eyes about the room, kind of trying to make sure that it doesn't look like there's anything that might be hiding or somewhere where they would be lurking.
Can you make me a perception check, please? Okay. Doesn't know there's anything in this room here.
I also would do the same to as he's doing. We're both sweeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely don't see anything out of the ordinary.
It looks clear, bro.
I'm kind of doing like the back to back. So as we're searching through.
The back to back, also known as the hide behind net.
Also known as keep Nep's back safe.
I'll poke my head through
As
here.
you move through, this room is even more cluttered with old barrels, crates stacked high, cobwebs off everything. Elen, you don't see anything, but in the light of your shield, Nep, with a 12 on perception, you don't see exactly what it is, but you do catch, like, you hear something like shift near the back, somewhere in like this corner of the room. Could be rats scurrying or a cat or something shifting. But you hear something sort of moving.
I do like a sort of like a motion with my trident, which I imagine we probably have a sort of like as a bad guy or shut up, sort of thing would have come up with.
Yeah.
Like, swirl my trident a little bit.
I'll then turn around and look and kind of see where you're pointing. I can't see or hear anything, I imagine, from that direction. But like I know you have seen it. So I know it's from.
Oh shit. I'm going forwards.
If we do want to burn it down, it is always an option.
I'm sorry, what?
Is the roof above a stone or is it
It's a
wood?
stone. It is a stone vault on this cellar. At this point, could you both roll initiative, just in case we burn anything down? We need to know who's getting burned first.
Nice.
Great, thank you. Nep, what are you doing?
Did you say we could burn it down?
Oh, it's a stone cellar, isn't it? I also thought we'd be able to fight them in sunlight, which is clearly not where we're fighting them.
How would I start a fire?
Well, I could chuck the torch into those barrels at the back.
You could. And I try, I try and grab the torch from your hand and throw it at the barrels.
I mean, I'll just let you take it. I'll let you take it. Like, I'm not even gonna fight that.
You grab the torch, you throw it at the barrels. Is that correct?
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think you can make that throw quite easy just throwing it at these barrels here. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's 10, 15 foot easily. The torch streaks forward, hits the barrel, sort of clatters down amongst them. Obviously, they're barrels. They don't like burst into flames or anything, but the torch is sort of sitting there, smoldering. You can sort of smell a bit of burning wood. Smoke sort of starts to sort of billow up slowly from in these barrels here. At the same time, you probably hear a sort of clicking screech from behind this barrel, a sudden scrabbling of claws. Anything else in your turn, Nep? That's an action to throw a torch, I think.
I don't think so. I think that's
Pull back. Ellen will say, and like with a hand on your shoulder, so we can fight them in the check.
Oh, fall back. I will do as instructed. I just go to like, yeah, Jerry.
Obviously, I don't know if I can move at the same time, but you could maybe push me back or something. Just so
You can move through a space occupied by an ally, I
Yeah.
believe.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I would be leaving
Okay,
you
okay.
at the front, but I'll do as
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Okay, you step back behind Elaine. Anything else from you, Nep?
Nah, that's it.
Okay, and Elaine, your turn.
Oh, I'll fall back.
Okay.
And like, try and. I mean, obviously we can't share the space, but I imagine we're kind of both shoulder to shoulder in front of the door, like the entrance, but with
sure.
maybe Nep slightly more covering it.
Okay, as you move back there, Elend and Nep, shoulder to shoulder, covering the door, there is a scrabbling of claws. And let's see.
I'm standing next to you, but I'm just standing behind you so I can see what's going through the gap.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
10, 15, 20. You see an Ekimara come scrabbling out over the barrels and broken tables, sort of hissing and clicking, its head turning to look at you, its triangular jaws opening, its tongue lolls out, and it will come, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will... It will move to here. It will dash as a bonus action, and it will come dashing forwards, and it will leap towards you, Nep, as you stand in the doorway. Can you make a dex save, please?
Can I? I can try it. Well,
Interesting. 12, unlucky. You almost jerk back in time. Sort of, you are prepared for this, but it sort of like swerves at the last second. Its claws slice upwards, catching you under the chin, tearing to the side of your neck. You take 10 slashing damage and begin bleeding, and you will lose hit points at the start of each turn unless you use an action or another creature use an action to staunch the bleeding with a medicine check.
So 5.
Slashing, absolutely. Nice. Can it move back? Yeah, I think it will actually. So it's dash, so it can't disengage, but it will move back anyway, taking an attack opportunity from you if you wish.
The hat. I would wish.
I would also wish.
Do you have the range for it?
I mean, technically I'm here.
Oh, I see.
I just
Sorry,
have to stand here to see what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yes, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make your attacks by all means.
Sorry, I'm just double checking if I took. No, I took Warcaster. So that's what I can do though. When a creature provokes an opportunity of attack from leaving my reach, I can take the action to cast a spell rather than making it an opportunity of attack.
Very fun.
So
apparently, I'm not a healer. I'm a frontline fighter. Because every other roll has been trash, and then I rolled a hit. Just get to it. Work.
So I do burn out, but I cast Burning Blade, which means I make a thing.
Indeed.
Booming blade.
Okay, so your
Booming
weapons
blades.
both lash out. Your silver mace, Elen, crunches into this creature as it sort of slashes into Nep, and it screeches as it scuttles away. Nep, you lunge out at it, but you're sort of off balance from the blood sort of pouring out your neck. You've been sort of knocked back by this attack, and your trident just misses it as it skitters backwards. 5, 10, will disappear. And it disappears down into the shadows of that room there. Um, okay. That was that creature. That's the end of its turn. The top of initiative at a new round. You hear more scrabbling sounds, and from the darkness, you see an Ekimara come forwards. You can tell Elend as you see it scrabbling forwards. This is a different one. It does not have the sort of bruised cuts down one shoulder from your silver mace, and this one comes lunging forwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nep, it will slash at you. Claws lashing out. What is your AC with your shield?
19.
Wow. Okay. Nice. So first attack misses. The second attack just barely slips under. You can sort of see that it's sort of like sniffs and clicks and twitches its head towards the fresh blood flowing from your neck, and it seems to guide its strike that slips in past your shield. So one of the two attacks hits. It hits for 7 slashing damage. And then it will disengage as a bonus action, and it will 5.
They're retreating into the fire. I knew it was the best idea.
And disappears back into the room. Nep, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, you take 2 damage from bleeding, which I believe you have resistance to as well from the slashing resistance. That's only
Oh,
1.
really?
I think so. I will just double check that to make sure I'm not lying to you.
Slashing damage for 1 hour. I gain resistance to damage caused by sustained bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's just
2
1.
half to 1. Yeah.
How does the fire look? Does it look? I mean, it's only been a little bit, but does it look like it's gonna go out? Does it look like it might take hold?
I think it looks like it will probably eventually take hold, but without doing any like work, like giving it tinder or kindling, it's probably going to take a while, like 20 minutes sort of thing. Like these are basically just like full barrels, probably kind of damps. It's not like tinder, like it's a full barrel. It's not going to just catch on fire sort of thing,
Is it?
unless you feed it some oil or like
Imagine if it's full of water. It just puts itself out. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is. It is an inn, so it could be. It could be ale.
Likely, and a barrel.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think of a flaw in the fire plan.
Yeah, fair. Well, sort your neck out first, then we'll come up with what we do at the fire.
I think I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Nice.
I think. Yeah. Oh. That's a version that. Yeah. I don't even burn out. Let's go. So yeah, I concentrate inwardly, trying to forget about the bleeding that is taking hold of me. And just sort of, my reflexes enhance and my skin sort of like thickens a little bit, I guess. I don't know. And then I think I hold here. Is it good, Edland? Cool. Yeah, I will just hold here. I think that's it.
Okay, cool. Elend, it is your turn.
Yeah. After I will try and medicine check, and staunch the bleeding 4.
Absolutely.
No.
Give me a minute real quick, and
Yeah,
the DC is reduced by
by 4.
4. Uh,
Oh, alright, can I
cool.
use my bonus action to heal with Second Wind?
Yeah, of course.
You use the bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
No, that
Oh,
was a
yeah,
full
bonus
action. Oh
Is
no,
that
Shield of Faith
Shield of
is a
Faith is a
bonus
bonus
action.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Ah.
What? Okay, never mind. Well, in that case, sorry, I assumed it was an action. I guess in that case, I'll ready my action to.
Yeah.
Can you ready a cantrip? Probably not, eh?
Yeah, you can. Right, it's an action.
I think you can. Yeah, I don't
Ah.
see why not.
And because a
ready.
cantrip's not a full spell, yeah.
Then I'm allowed. Yeah, so I will ready an action to Booming Blade if one comes in.
Got
You just know I'm going to heal you. You know I'm going to fix you.
Yeah.
Well, I also just can't do that
Um,
because they're both bonus actions. So
Yeah.
No,
Medicine
the
check from
medicine
you,
check.
Ed?
Yeah,
oh,
because
I
you're
see.
bleeding.
I see. Yes, I knew.
I think
Okay.
it's enough.
You sort of it's rough. You're sort of like trying your best as Nep is like moving, readying, sort of getting into position to fight. You're trying to like work and get this bandage round, but thanks to the slower bleeding from the potion of slashing resistance, you are able to staunch the bleeding, and
Nice.
Nep is no longer bleeding from the neck. Very
That's
nice.
good.
That was an action, Elend. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope. I will. if you're not bleeding next time, I can throw one of the moon bombs at it. But if not, I'll just keep you patched up.
Oh, fuck the moon bombs. Every time. Something about them, I just forget.
No.
Okay. 15, 20. Skittering out of the darkness, you see one of the creatures. You can just see the barest remains, Elend, of like a cut on its shoulder, but it's already sort of healing over. The thick fur has grown back in from where your mace had struck it. It looks almost completely healed after your strike. It
Booming Blade.
will. You booming blade as it comes forward, prepared action.
I don't
10
think I hit, so
does not hit, unfortunately. If you got no advantage there, it
I
like
still
sort
do
of
this
ducks under,
for
skitters
fun.
along the floor. Yep. No worries. It sort of like slashes forward at you, sort of scratching you as you sort of failed it with the booming blade for your spell burnout, and then it will attack you with its claws, slashing out.
21 AC now.
21 AC. The first one, your shield gets in the way. You sort of bash the claws away. The second one, they sort of slash forwards. You are still slightly damaged. Blood's sort of still drying on your neck, and it sort of seems to guide its strike towards it. It hits you barely. This deals 8 slashing damage.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Nice.
and then it will. I think it will disengage.
Ah. That's slippery.
Yeah, it's got, sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 25. Okay, yeah, you hear it scuttle into the darkness. It doesn't just sound like it's quite as far away as it was before. And then start up a new round. The other one will come forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. So the smoke is sort of like billowing here, but it's still not much in the way of flames, and the creature seems to largely ignore it as it comes forwards. Just yes, comes forwards, and it will. What will it do for you? It will. It will go for the throat. I think it will use its action. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please? As it lunges to try and slash open your throat once more.
I was
Nice.
ready this time.
Nice. You are indeed. Your shield comes up, your trident batters it away. It is unable to break your defense. It falls back and it will 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20 will disengage.
Disengaging
Oh, rats.
and disappear
Slipperies.
back into the
Right.
room.
Let's
Nep,
go for it.
it is your turn.
Go for what?
No, let's go for one.
One more.
Let's charge one.
No. Charge one. Say no
I
more.
feel like they're going to just whittle you down. Yeah.
I will second wind. Wow.
That's tragic.
Wait. Plus.
So
Yeah,
4
plus your
4.
fire level. Yeah, it didn't do the +4, so it's 6 healing. Well, that was disappointing. Go for one. We kind of need to get them together, right? They're pretty slippery. All right, I'm gonna
I think at this, yeah.
walk into the room, kind of like with my shield up, looking to see them. Ah.
See the creatures poised, sort of like huddled in the corner, sort of perched up on barrels and amongst crates, sort of claws hanging on the wooden sides, cobwebs dusting their fur. They look at you, hissing and clicking, and you see them sort of like twisting their heads towards the fresh blood drying on your neck.
Sorry, I'm just gonna look up the shove action. The thing that we can do, right?
It is indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I think they make a strength check against your strength plus. They make a strength check against your strength save DC 8 plus proficiency plus strength modifier, and you can either knock them prone or you can move them. I don't know how much you can move them.
Yeah, that's kind of the.
I believe 5 feet away from you.
That's not very far. What about? Is there a throw enemy action?
If you grapple, right? You can move with them.
If you grapple them, you can pull them with you, I believe. Yeah.
That is fair. Well, maybe that makes sense as the go.
Your speed is hard, but it drags the creature with you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go towards this one then. So I've done 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna try and grapple this guy.
So it will make a athletics or acrobatics against your athletics check, strength check. So it makes so it gets a 15. And what is your DC? 8 plus prof plus strength?
8 plus proficiency is 10 plus strength is 3. 13?
So it beats it with a 15.
Yes, I'm just interesting. So we'll check the grapple check.
Try to reset it. Instead of an attack roll, a strength abilities check contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity check. Target choose. Or is this old?
Yeah, so it's. I don't know. The one I'm reading says, yeah, strength modifier, proficiency bonus 8, which is what we've been doing before. So 13, in which case it will succeed with a 15. I was just checking because somewhere I saw someone mention athletics, and I was wondering if you added your +5 from athletics instead, but I don't think so. I think that might be a holdover from the athletics versus athletics. Seems to be A plus strength plus prof, but if you can prove me wrong at any point, do let me know. But yeah, no, I think it succeeds on this, is not grappled. It slinks away from you, sort of skirts back as you try and grab it, and is not grappled by you. Alend, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was just reading about it. Yeah. I would have had, apparently I had to make an unarmed attack first.
Yeah, I guess you can stow your weapon.
No, just to grapple, like that's what you have to do.
Doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right. No, the first thing they said is this is incorrect.
Unarmed strike.
You do not need to hit it, and you make a saving throw. You just say, "I attempt to grapple." Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But I will. I probably can't get around that barrel, so no, I am content here. I think.
Okay.
I used my
Cool.
bonus action. I used my action. Oh, I could action surge and try and grapple again. Maybe that's what I should do. Yeah.
You could indeed. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna action surge.
Come on.
No.
No, like come on, you got this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And,
No.
and then I will take the grapple action again. So I sit back away and I reach in again to try and grab him.
Forward, you take it by
13.
surprise, and this time, you absolutely grab it. It is grappled by you, and you are able to drag it with you if you wish.
Cool. And I moved. How many steps? I was here. I moved 15. And now I get half movement, so I've got like 5. Right?
Sorry, you moved 5, 10, 15.
Yeah. So now with half movement, I'd have 5 left, essentially.
Indeed, you would. Yep.
I guess I go like here to pull him a space closer.
Yeah. You pull him back here. Sort of, he's like the creature is scrabbling and kicking and trying to claw at you as you pull it back. Its claws scraping on your armor.
I could shove its face in the fire island.
I mean, yeah, anything of that will work. But Elend will approach, and I will ready an action to throw the moon bomb. Like, honestly, kind of at Nep's feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that if it's within like this tile, or if the other creature's in this tile, or on the box, it should be hit. So all the creatures should be hit. If I kind of throw it at his feet.
Got you. Yeah, you're readying an action. What's the trigger for that? For your readied action?
If the other creature, if they're both within range of that attack, essentially.
Understood. Got you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is your action. You prepare that. Okay. Creature 1. It is grappled. Will it try and escape? I think probably it will instead just lash out viciously at you, Nep. As you're like holding it, its claws will come scraping up against you. You got 21 AC. Neither of these attacks hit. They scrape off your armor. You're sort of holding it there, pinning its arm, it's scrabbling, frothing, angry. New round. The other creature will come scuttling towards you. As it gets in range. Elend, you can hurl the moondust powder at Nep's feet. It explodes in a sort of cloud of fine silver motes and a sort of bitter, acrid smell. And this sort of like sparkling silver dust settles down over everything, coating it in a sheen. The two creatures screech and hiss as the silver settles on their fur. And yes, both of these are affected by moondust. That is an action from you, Elend. Or that was your prepared action. Yep, that was your.
That's my prepared action. Yeah.
Yep, it comes forwards. It will attack you, Nep, this one. Its claws lash out. Neither of them are able to hit you, as you'll manage to like, keep your shield up, defending against this one while holding this one down. And it is your turn again, Nep. Actually, I guess this creature will take the disengage action, the bonus action, and scuttle over here.
Don't matter.
And then it is your turn, Nep.
Good hit. Can you attack while you're grappling someone?
Yes, I believe you can.
Wow, cool.
As long as you have the hands to do it, actually, that's a question. Because I assumed you dropped your trident to grab it.
If I had to drop something, yeah, I would have dropped the trident.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to actually drop anymore. You can stow in 2024. So you would have stowed your trident, grabbed it, and now if you wanted to attack, you'd have to stow your shield and use your trident to attack. I guess swap your shield for your trident, if that makes sense. I think that's what you have to do.
They've both been hit now.
So I could just let go of it.
Yeah, we just got to wait on him.
Okay, yeah, sure. Now that it's been grabbed, I will just can I just like toss it to the side?
Yeah, of course.
And then I will focus on my inner strength and do this. So that's +4, so that's 10. And then I will pull the trident back out and try and stab this guy.
Awesome.
With the blade of booming.
Come on.
I'm lucky.
No, this is the attack.
Oh, no, that's, yeah.
13.
Oh, that was damage. 13 does
13?
hit.
Yay.
Oh, big damage.
So, well, no, it's just
If it
8.
moves.
If it moves.
Yeah. Do you have mastery on it, by the way? Do you have mastery on your attacks?
Oh, I do have mastery. Yeah, I've got
So it
mastery
is
on all
prone
my
now.
weapons.
Oh, if it fails, say
Oh,
comfort.
I totally forget that was a thing now. Yeah, cool. So I hit it for 8 silvered piercing damage. And then I can force it to make a con save. DC 8 plus ability modifier used to make the attack, which I think is 3. Probably.
Looks like it, yep. And then proficiency 2. So 13, which it fails, that con save, so it becomes prone.
Ha!
Yes.
As
Absolutely.
you bring it down to the ground, tangling it in your trident, bearing it down. It falls shrieking to the ground as you let it go. Incredible. Anything else from you, Nep, before I'll end?
No, that's everything, I think. I'm so good at tripping people. Whoever I play, such a good tripper.
Alend, it is your turn.
With that turn going as well as can be, Ellen leaps into the room and brings down the mace onto the prone creature. Hopefully doing some damage.
Advantage because it's prone.
Ooh,
that was unique. Oh,
Nah.
22.
Oh, and let's go. Only 5 damage, but it's
striking for
silver.
5 damage. Yeah. The
silver damage.
silver
Mace
mace crunches into this creature. It sort of curls up, shrieking and hissing, clicking from its triangular jaws. It arrived on the floor.
Nice. And yeah, that's what it can do without any innate spell casting. So
Okay. It will spend half its movement to get back to its feet. It is sort of like shaking, quivering all over. You can see its flesh like tries to knit in places, but the silver seeps in, coating it. It sparkles in the darkness, reflecting the light from your shields. It is unable to regenerate. And so it will, with a shriek of fury, it will lash out at you, Alend. Can you make a dex save, please?
this again. But we are doing this again. Maybe not.
Ooh, wow. Prepared for this time, Alend, you kind of
Yes.
nimbly jump back. Its claws miss you. With a shriek of frustration, it will take the disengage bonus action and move 5, 10, 15 away from you. That is the end of its turn. Coming scrambling over the boxes and lunging down Alend as you're sort of like facing towards where that one was. You feel claws at your back as something jumps towards you, so smashes into you, claws scrabbling against your armor. First attack hits. Second attack also hits. So a total of 19 slashing damage. It rolled real big on you. 19 slashing damage against you, yeah. Half by your resistance.
Damn it, they're picking on the weaker one again.
God, no. My blood is tastier than yours.
We've got the same blood.
We'll take the disengage action and go 5, 10 here as well, disappearing behind a tall crate. And then Nep, it is your turn.
Will you survive, brother?
Yeah, I'll be fine. You're doing slightly better defense than I am, and I don't know how they missed all the 4 attacks on you. Like 2 on my back.
I think Straff gave me the better armor, I say as I run in. I'm gonna try and stab through this.
Oh, this guy took booming blade damage if he ran away.
Oh, he did run. Was that
It was
Seven.
7 thunder
Yeah.
damage.
Oh my good. I apologize. I didn't realize. In that case, as he tries to run away, the booming blade damage, which is thunder damage, you like lash out with your trident, catch it through the ear, into its like vulnerable, oversized ears, and that damage is actually going to, as it affects it more than it would usually. You see this creature writhing, the spear trident, the trident prong slips through the ear into the brain, and you see it stumble and fall by your hand, Nep.
Nice.
Little creature. Well, I will go this
Well,
way instead. I'm gonna try and just ignore that potential little bit of fire, right? It's not doing much.
No, it's fine.
God. I was so optimistic. I will try and stab this guy with my trident instead. Blade of Booming. 12.
Does not quite hit as it like scuttles barrels jumping out of the way, slipping between the trident prongs.
Can I move over to this side of it?
So yeah.
I'm gonna try and stop it from running away.
Got you, yeah. Elend, it is your turn.
And we'll limber up to the area. Obviously, blood dripping down his back as it's found holes in his chainmail. And I will go to strike it to settle the score of who got the most Echidna kills.
Wait, are we drawing?
We're one apiece because I got the last one.
Critical hit. That's very nice. 13 silver damage. Your mace smashes into the back of this creature, sort of reels across the barrel, screeching, leaving a spray of dark blood across the stones. Fantastic, Len.
Alan's hit every attack, just nothing else. Apparently, I was the one that was forgotten.
Indeed. Anything else you want to do?
No, just kind of feel very invigorated and kind of, proud of my place in this. Normally, I've always stood back, done nothing. Well, helped with finding out the creatures and healing, but now front lines, doing some damage. Alan's been pretty great. Other than his back, which has been shredded.
Absolutely, yeah. It will take the disengage action as bonus action on its turn. He'll move 5, 10, 15. With its action, what will it do? I think it will, as it like scuttles over the barrels around you, sort of reeling from your strike, it will lash out one long clawed hand towards your neck, Elen. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please? As it aims a strike at your vital arteries.
I don't think you'll do it twice, but maybe.
Ooh. Very, very narrowly, you jerk back out of the way. The claw barely sort of brushes in front of you, scratching but not cutting. And then it's past you. That was 15, 20, and it disappears through this corridor here. Nep, it is your turn.
God damn it, you let it out.
Chase after it.
20. Nice. I turn the corner and it's just here, and I'm like, not quick enough. Thankfully, I will booming. Is there anything I can do to make myself hit better? I don't think there is. I think I've just.
I don't think so, unless it's prone, but you can't do that without spending an action, I guess.
No. Oh shit! I forgot I could do this thing. That's cool. No. So yeah, I will just try and booming blade the guy hit, please. Oh my god!
Oh god, hit.
Okay, I will take my last 5 movement to position myself closer to the door with it. And just double check that I don't have any bonus actions that might be useful.
You're lucky Ellen didn't see that, by the way, Nep.
Yeah, well, and I'm doing great work over here. I hit it again.
As I hear, like, no, like, I'm just like, I can only hear the whoosh of the trident missing something.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. I think, did you spell burnout? I think you did.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Or did you? It looks red. I think that's
I
saying
did,
burnt
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Spell level
Hmm.
times 4.
4 hit points.
Oh.
Maybe one of his claws snakes out as you're trying to attack with booming blade, and it slices your sort of hand as you lash out and dodges out the way. And as this little bit of blood sprays from your hand, it will. Also, it's not its turn yet. It is Alen's turn. Alen, what are you doing?
As
It will die by the mace.
prayers. Exactly. When you're out of spells, you just bring the mace. 15, only 4 there.
15 hits, 4 damage. This creature looks badly wounded. Your mace crunches into it again, sort of like doubled up blood dripping from 100 sort of spike wounds from your mace.
Come on, Ellen. Come on, Nep. Let's finish it off.
As you end your turn and has just struck it, it will sort of twist towards you, hissing. Sort of seeing the blood on you, Alend, it will lash out at you as you just struck it. What is your AC, Alend?
18.
18. Yep. Okay, so that means both attacks will hit. That is a total of 13 slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, am I
Okay.
bloodied? I think I'm bloodied.
It will
You've dipped the blood.
immediately drop prone and lapse blood.
You can't heal.
You see it sort of like lapping up some. The blood does seem to sort of invigorate it slightly, but not in the same way that its natural regeneration does, and it doesn't seem to get much sustenance from it.
Okay.
And it sort of like desperately licks up what blood it can. But it doesn't seem
All
to
part
help
of the
too
plan.
much. That is the end of its turn, and Nep, it is your turn.
Yeah. Good.
God,
Good
I positioned
distraction.
it for you to finish it off. Yeah, finish it off.
I mean, I will try to once again hit it with my trident.
13 hits this time. 13
let's
hits
go.
for 9 damage. Oh, the perfect amount. How
No.
do you?
With it,
As it drops, like,
yeah, it's dropped down
Alen.
prone, and then I think I just, as it licks up brother's blood, I will just sort of like stab it in the back of the neck, and the main prong will go through the middle, and then the other two just sort of like pin it down.
Pinned down to the floor in front of Alen at its feet, Alen's feet, and lies still as your trident clangs into the stone.
I do it so vigorously that I hurt myself. I like pull a muscle.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, well.
Now, just thinking, I might put out the fire, given that the creatures are dead. If that's okay, man, let's go and staunch the fire.
No, absolutely. You go there, like the flames are sort of like they're smoldering on the barrel and stuff, but nothing has really taken light.
Oh no, it's nearly out of control. It did such a good job. Just lightly patting it down to stop it.
Stamp it out. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, God damn it.
While he's gone there, I'm gonna like turn the eye towards myself, and I'm going to look into it and do a divine spark with myself, which is something I don't often do with anyone about, because it's kind of like raw magic instead of him using like intelligence and stuff. So I don't know if Nep would have seen this, but I'm just gonna do divine spark.
You got secret spells?
I just kind of. It's just the magic symbol turns, and I heal by 1d8 plus 3.
Nice.
Because that's like trying to raw magic. which is a
Mm.
bit weird.
Okay,
This world.
yeah. You feel a sort of a pulse of arcane energy go through you as you do this. But you feel invigorated as your wounds knit and heal. Okay.
Uh,
We can leave combat initiative now. So you're in free movement. And what are you doing, Nep, as you stamp out the last remains of this fire?
well, I will also double check the room, I think, just to make sure there aren't like more.
Yeah, give me a investigation check as you perform a thorough search of the room.
Oh my
Right, okay. You sort of
Levels on.
search as best you can. You don't see any signs of any other creatures. I mean, there's nothing obvious that you can see where one could hide. There's certainly nothing in this room. Whether or not there's any sort of, secret passages or nooks and crannies, you don't know, but you don't seem to have seen anything.
Mm. Looks clear. I think we've finished up here.
How you doing, brother?
Ah,
And I get to
two.
clasp your hand.
Much easier than one.
Yeah.
No, we fought
Turns
two
out having them in a
yesterday.
confined space. Confined space. Well, we fought one yesterday.
Oh,
Confined space
felt
with the
like
moon
two.
dust. Yeah. And is there something wrong with my armor, by the way, Nep? Because I appreciate you are more skilled with the shield than I. Not so much that none of them hit you and all of them hit me. What was I doing wrong there?
Yeah, maybe we've let our sparring practice drop a bit. You know?
Maybe. Yeah. I certainly lapsed in my defense.
We'll do some practice. If you... Here was what we'll do. The next month of sparring, I'll just hit you, and you can just
If you
try and
can.
block. Well,
Yeah, that's fair.
probably can, given what we've seen today.
I mean, well, what we've seen today is I had to get one on the floor for you to kill me.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, 1 month of me just attacking you, solid, and you'll probably be a little bit better.
Well, that's something to consider. In the meantime, all's good, and I'll do like a once-over check over you to make sure that you haven't got any immediate wounds that need to be addressed.
No, I think I'm good. With some solid mid-combat bandaging, though. I was just impressed. I knew you'd have it.
Yeah. I appreciate your faith in me.
I guess I just grab one of these guys by the head, ear.
I'm going by the leg.
Drag it out with us.
Okay. You emerge up out of the stone steps of the cellar into the mid-afternoon sunlight in the inn, all quiet and deserted, apart from the two of you. You sort of step out, blood trailing on the ground from your wounds and from the two bodies you're dragging of these creatures.
That's not what I meant to stop concentrating on, but that's fine. I had to turn my light off. I guess we come out through the gate. Is the man still here?
You see the young lordling spurs his horse forwards and he sort of looks down and says, "Ah, these the creatures you have slain. I always had faith in you. I'm sure you managed it quite handily. Though I wish I could have been there. I was making sure that my father's legacy is not endangered when common mercenaries can do such work. I'm glad to see that you prevailed, though."
Wise choice, Lord. Must look after your people. Can't think all about ourselves, can we, when you're important?
Indeed. But my father will be very
I would
pleased to see the bodies brought to him. He cuts you off, speaks over you, and says, I will see you back at the castle, and I'm sure my father will pay you the rest of what is owed you. Good job, men, good job." And he will spur his horse and start trotting down the road.
Alan flips him off. Common
Yeah.
Master is my yeah.
If he's not looking, can I like throw my trident at him, but then just summon it back to my hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you go through it, and then
Yeah.
go through the air, put it back. He doesn't notice. He's riding off, sort of head up, looking out, surveying his domain to be one day as he rides down the road.
Maybe.
Well, we should have been we should let him jump on us, and we could have let him be the blood bag.
Well, they would have just
Sure,
healed. I didn't want them to heal off of him either. But
yeah, but you know,
they had you anyway, so
swings around. Had me. You say our blood is the same. They clearly preferred mine.
I think it was all they could get.
Oh, they could get. Well, they clearly went for the one that could hit them, because the other one was a pillar that just swished at them with a trident.
Yeah. If your armor's defective, my trident's defective.
Well, it seems only fair. Then we have one each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they were slippery though.
Certainly. But no, I'm very glad we went in there with a Moondust. We should definitely make more of those, and the anti-slashing potion. Helped save your neck. I could tell when I went to bandage it during the fight. Without it, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, I think I would be in a lot more trouble without it. I guess we learned a few good things, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. I suppose if it was an abandoned barn, we could have just put some tinder in there and burnt it down for sure. But not the best thing to burn down.
What, like this?
Although,
this one? This barn?
Yeah, if they were in here, we could just burn it down.
You hear that noise? I think there's rustling.
And Alan just looks at you like oh. Checks to see if your torch is still lit.
Nah, that's one step too far. I got the need to do it. I did. Right?
I hear that.
It didn't work as well. It was way less satisfying than I thought it would be. Like I thought we'd throw the torch, and then the whole thing would be like.
For sure. If anything, it slightly hindered us because they were too short to be affected by the small bit of smoke. But it definitely stung my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, if it had gone on much longer, it might have actually become annoying.
We should definitely get them to get the guards to check over everything. But I'm very confident that we dealt with all of it.
I'm pretty sure. You know, the maths adds up. 2 plus 1 is more than 1. And we knew there was more than 1.
Exactly. Well, I think that went surprisingly well considering our night adventures.
Yeah, you did way better.
Well, yeah. Having my throat not slit really helps.
Oh, bollocks. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I pressed the button accidentally.
As I see, you just have a little seizure on the side.
Yeah. Having it floats, it must suck.
Yeah. But, well, obviously, we know there's some weird things going on in Osterbeck, but I think we should rest here for a week. Regain everything we need.
I mean, here though?
I don't really want to travel without having a rest. Nope.
Fine, we can stay here. They better let us stay in the keep still.
I think I'd rather go in the inn. You have to pay for it, but at least pretty comfier beds.
You think the inn beds are comfier than the ones in the keep that we're gonna be?
Probably. I don't feel like we've been given the. We'd be given adequate conditions. Don't get me wrong, but if we can get a nice comfy bed, I'm sure the inn could be better.
Maybe. We can check out what they're like and see if they're better, I guess. Sure. I don't really care. I just thought they'd have given us some of the best stuff, right? Like we guess.
The way they yes, but the way they treat us, I don't think they're giving us the best stuff. Maybe now we've actually done the job they asked for, but they might just want to kick us out at that point. There's no reason for us to be here. He won't want to fund us.
No, very fair. He might have to, though, like a sign of good faith. You know.
Well, at the very least, let him know. Get the other half of the payment, and then we can decide from there.
You make your way back into the village of Tobruk and towards the castle of Sepulchre-Stelik, bringing your trophies with you, and you're sort of ushered across the bridge into the main courtyard. And as you enter, you'll see there's already obviously word of your victory. You see the young lordling speaking with his father, who's standing with a sort of retinue at the far end, discussing. You can sort of see immediately sort of like the guards are like watching you. A few of them nod. One of them calls out and says, "Good hunting."
Oh, definitely nod my head in appreciation. And I try to lift up the creature a bit, but it's probably a bit too heavy for Ellen.
As you enter in to the courtyard, make your way up to Shestelik and his retinue. He sort of steps forward in front of his son and sort of says, "My son has already brought me word that you have dispatched these creatures. Are these the last of them, or should I expect other creatures lurking in other cellars?"
I toss it down to the ground. Best we can tell, that's all there is. Done and dusted.
Best
for
you can tell, or are you certain?
You can never be completely certain. These creatures.
But as certain as can be in these times. As certain as we can be.
Sort of looks between you, shrugs slightly, and says, "I understand. All is uncertain in such matters." And he will count out from his purse 5 thin, round gold nobles, sort of weighs them in his hand, and he will hold them out, turn his hand over, and they drop clinking into your palm, Elend. And he nods and says, "For a job well done, though rest assured if I am still troubled by these creatures after your departure, I will let all of Osterbeck know that you are charlatans. But if this holds and my people are untroubled by these vile creatures, then I owe you a debt of gratitude, and I will make sure it is known that you are worthy of your reputation as sufficient monster hunters."
Yeah.
I'll grab
Those
that.
charlatans. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was that?
Well, we thank you for your the patronage and the opportunity for us to show your skills and help your defenseless town. We appreciate that, and spread the word.
And worry not, we'll stay here for the next week to make sure that nothing crops up. I'm sure your hospitality will continue for us in that case.
And then after that, we can head to Osterbeck to deal with whatever troubles they face there.
One cannot question my hospitality. You are, of course, welcome to remain here to ensure that your job is finished, and we will keep watch for any further creatures. Once you have finished your stay here, I wish you well in your travels. I probably will not speak to you again, but I will have quarters set aside for you in the rooms you've been staying in. Until then, good day. And he will turn and walk back into the tower, into the keep.
Well, job well done, Neb. The show's over, everybody. As I say to the people watching.
He will sort of like drift away back to work and such. You see Sir Stelig's son comes up. He sort of looks you up and down and says, "I must say, I'm very glad you succeeded in that. It'd be awful if you were to die and have to find more monster hunters. Tell me, was it frightfully difficult, or did you slay them easily? You were badly wounded last night. It seems you are less scathed today."
I think we learnt some lessons from the fight last night. You adapt, you grow, and the next time you fight that creature, it's much easier.
I see. Tell me more of this creature. It is a vampire of some kind?
A lesser one, but yes, it is of the same lineage. Very elusive, and we were fortunate. Well, not fortunate because of the daytime they could not go out. They were trapped within the cellar, which meant they were easier for us to take count. Must be careful of your jugular, and come with the right equipment to deal with these creatures. Over the years, as Neb did.
Yeah, I see. And what equipment did you bring?
Just the standard stuff. Silvered weapons against creatures of the
I
foul
see. So that is
nature.
not a folk tale. Silver is effective against such creatures of the night. It's not a mere
Against most
peasant
creatures, yeah.
superstition.
A lot of
No,
them,
no.
but not all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
Thank
then,
you.
Well, one of the fun things, I think anyway, is that you collect some herbs and brew a concoction that you toss this dust at them, and then it stops their powerful regenerative healing. Like normally if you cut one of these creatures, their skin sews back up very quickly. So you have to cancel out that effect by using something that an old scholar will have come up with at some point. The smart people of the past have given us tools to use now.
Interesting. I may have to send for a scholar of such things. I often thought that our reliance on itinerant monster hunters, such as yourself, no offense intended, of course, is something of a weakness. If we could have all our guards equipped with such weapons and trained with such knowledge, we would not have to pay such, frankly, extortionate prices for wandering mercenaries. Perhaps when I am lord here, I will make some reforms and perhaps work to improving our capabilities against such creatures. But thank you for your assistance at the moment. It's been most helpful.
Well, I think that sounds great.
Honestly, a fair play. Yeah, do it.
We do this because people can't, but it's not necessarily something that we want to do. So if you need advice, or in the meantime, if you need someone to do that work, we're about.
See.
For the exorbitant fee, of course.
Yes, of course. For the exorbitant fee, we will keep doing that.
Well, for the pleasure of your company, as it is always intriguing and rather exhilarating to mingle with fighting men from the common folk, and for the information you have given me and the ideas that I have gained from them, a small gift, and he'll toss a pouch of 50 pennies to you, Neb.
Nice. Wow. Cheers.
Well,
That'll get us another moon dust.
You've got your payment, and I've got my payment.
I'm not sure that's how it's going to work.
Sort of, he looked between you both with sort of like a half-wry smile, and he says, "It would be customary to bow and thank me now."
Well, that's a shame.
Well,
I'm not that accustomed.
Yeah, customs of the common folk, you see.
Yeah,
different from that of the higher lords.
Sorry, Lord.
He narrows his eyes, but he sort of says, "Father always says that mercenaries are an uncouth bunch with troublesome tongues, but for your services here, I'll let you off just this once. But don't let me catch you with such disrespect around Father. He won't have it at all." And he'll turn on his heel and stalk off across the courtyard back to the tower.
We are uncouth.
Oh yeah, a little bit of a bonus. Always good.
Yeah,
and I will hand you your 5. Yeah, I'll give you your 5 gold pennies. Your gold nobles.
I get 5 gold nobles.
Yeah.
You get 25 silver pennies.
I do. Look at this.
That's pretty good, eh? And we can stay here if we want. Did you hear? He won't even talk to us again. What a treat.
God, he just kept giving us gifts after this. At the very least, we'll have to go to Osterbeck no matter what to fill up on some supplies and see what they're doing there.
Yeah, what were you saying about Osterbeck? I wasn't paying enough attention to people before.
I said about Osterbeck?
Yeah.
They were just saying there's some queer things going on over there. Interesting.
I believe that's
Different.
Merstein to the west.
Oh,
You've come
Merstein.
from-
Oh, my mistake. Yeah,
Yeah, we came from
I
Merstein.
meant Merstein. I meant Merstein.
Okay.
Yeah, they were saying that they've had some attacks there themselves. And
Oh
they
no,
were
Merstein. I remember.
earlier.
Yeah.
Ah,
Just
yeah, no, sorry. Yeah.
thought you meant something happened in Osterbeck. I was like, we were just there.
No, I got the two cities confused, or the two areas confused.
No. Oh well. Yes, it's. I really don't think that there are more. So we're probably in for just a relaxing time. Imagine all the books you can read at that church.
Oh damn, yeah. I honestly completely forgot about it. Well,
I don't believe that for a second.
and you see Ellen's already starting to walk off to drop the stuff off to head off to the church.
What the fuck am I gonna do? I never had a week off. Other than when, like, I'm healing, I guess. Don't forget the sparring. You gotta let me hit you every day.
If you can.
Yeah,
For sure. I think definitely.
Sorry, go on.
Drop the stuff off, and then head off to the church to finish off my tour of it.
You guys can spend as much time as you want now, relaxing and enjoying the village. You do see that although there is still a fair amount of wariness, that seems to be at least momentarily overcome as word is already spreading around the village of Tobruk of your defeat of these monsters. You see sort of people will like call out to you. There's a few sort of like ragged cheers as you head through the market square towards the church. Sort of people sort of watch you, a few of them nod. Sort of appreciatively of you as you make your way up the road, Elend, and you make your way towards the Temple of Tarn at the far end of the village.
Out of curiosity, what would they have done with the bodies of the creatures?
I
Would
think
they like just bury them?
would.
Would they like put their heads on spikes in kind of like
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think, yeah, definitely some variation there of either burnt or buried or heads on spikes. I think in this case with these creatures, yeah, having been public sort of like deaths attributed to them, I think they will put the heads that you brought back on spikes and display them on the palisade gate at the front of the tower for everyone to see. And you will probably hear as you walk through the square one of the guards like announcing on the scaffold in the center of the square that the beasts responsible for the deaths of Lubor and Moritz have been slain by itinerant monster hunters at the behest of his generous lordship, Sir Prokop Stelik, who has benevolently paid for their services.
As we see the kind of maybe the freshly mounted skulls, it will trigger something in Ellen that he remembers that these creatures have some valuable body parts. So I will pretty like 180 and turn around and try and find out where the rest of the bodies are.
Yes. I think you'll probably come back just to see like the remains of them preparing to be buried somewhere, like off in the woods, perhaps. You like catch one of the guards, like load them onto carts to take off. And if you sort of want to try and salvage something from these bodies, you can make a survival check if you wish.
Yeah. I'll get my trusty dagger out of my bag, and I will try and pry some of the claws and the it's called the larynx.
Yeah. Survival check, please.
Yeah. I will. Oh, I don't know if this is actually any. This isn't going to be with any skill or. Oh, that would be. That could be proficiency. I've already got proficiency in it. So that's fine. I will get my mind to focus, and I will cast guidance on myself. And then I will do a survival Oh no, actually, for 10 minutes, actually, I don't have proficiency in it. I will get one of my notebooks out and focus and read about these practices that they use to extract it, and I will do the
Yes.
channel knowledge of ages,
Mm,
and oh no, I won't. I won't because I used it to heal myself.
got you.
That is tragic. No, I will just then just do a simple survival. Oh, don't need it.
Very nice. Is that plus the plus 2,
That's
18,
yeah,
19?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you can easily take a where are you? Let me just put this in the chat. You can easily gather 6 claws and 2 larynx. I actually don't have items for them in Foundry at the moment, but I'll add those later after
Mhm.
the session. But I'll note that
Cool.
down there so you know what you've got.
Mm.
You can easily gather these components from the bodies before releasing to the guard to be disposed of.
Okay. Amazing. Do I know what these properties these things will have, or do I just kind of know that these are important things to have?
I think you just know that they're sort of potentially valuable. With a lot more of the other things, I am trying to start adding more definitive things for them and mostly include them in recipes. These ones don't
Mhm.
exist yet. They don't have anything.
Cool.
So
No
just,
worries.
you know that they're probably valuable. You might have to sell them to an alchemist or a mage. Um, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Cool.
Okay. And you're heading to the Temple of Tarn after this, is that right?
Yes, just to check it out.
Yeah. Okay. While you head off there, Nep, are you doing anything at all in particular, or are you just gonna relax for your rest here?
Um, I'll probably just relax for like the first day, uh, and
Yeah.
then if we're thinking about the whole week, um, are we thinking about the whole week?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think if you're going to stay here for a week, I think you can think about the whole week. I don't think anything is interrupting you at the moment.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. In that case, I'll
just
probably
general
find something to do. I might see if the blacksmith. I might just offer to because I like do carpentry in my spare time, so I might just offer to like do some carpentry if they need any in
Yeah,
exchange for like them showing me how they work the forge and stuff as like a trade. Like I'll make some handles for their weapons and they can show me how they craft their metal a bit.
that's very cool. Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what I'll
Okay.
do in my downtime. Just
Yeah.
hang out there and then
And
relax.
fantastic. And Elend, did you want to go to the Temple of Tarn and actually like play that out? Is there anything particular you want to do there, or is there just like a general? You're going to spend some time there over the
Just a
week, sort of thing.
general. Yeah, over the week, just gain any information I can, but like not necessarily to
Yeah.
roleplay it, just to
Got
obviously
you.
he's fascinated by religions and just any of these histories he will want to learn.
Okay. So I think we'll go through this long rest. I think you can do this without. I will say that your expenses for this week are probably paid for. You're being accommodated as a guest of Sir Prokop Stelik, so you don't have to pay for this week of stay here.
You're welcome.
Um, and what day are we today? We are the 21st. That's
The kicker is, do we make it through the whole week without people dying?
it's a good question. Yeah,
I hope
I
so.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we'll jump forwards as you spent this week investigating the Temple of Tarn, researching there, trading information and knowledge with the blacksmith, Nep, which you've been doing successfully. As the week wears on, you see that the sort of further around the deaths of these creatures quite quickly starts to fade, and before too long, people are again sort of grumbling at your presence, giving you sort of the odd, slightly shifty look, especially at Elend, especially the farmers in the fields to the east, often sort of look at you rather balefully, Elend, and the sort of momentary surge of goodwill that accompanied your slaying of these creatures seems to already be dimming. But I think you draw to the end of the week uninterrupted. There have been no more killings that you have seen or heard of. everything seems quiet. You've seen little of Sir Stellic. He's basically not talked to you. He's been going about his own business. Sometimes his steward might have talked to you. You've been in quarters, but you can kind of get the sense now that his hospitality is starting to wear thin.
Hmm.
So you can long rest if you haven't already, because I think you are uninterrupted during this long rest. And to be honest, that passed a little bit quicker than I expected this session, so I think I might draw it to a close here, unless you want to do any roleplay still in Tobruk before we set out for our next contract, which I won't start this session.
I'm pretty down for
Yeah.
end if that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sleep.
no, that's
this is
that's
a good
worked
place
out well.
for it. Nice. Okay, we'll draw to a conclusion here. You can long rest to make sure you're healed up and stuff. And you've got your payment, 10 nobles and a small bonus of half a noble in pennies. A successful
dope.
first contract out in the
Mm.
world for brothers Alend and Neb.